Do you know that in any interview, 60% of the questions asked can be predicted well in advance and hence be prepared? Hi, my name is Dr. Push Plamba. I am an ICF certified happiness coach here to ensure that you get your dream jobs. So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some expected questions that can be asked of you in an interview and their answers. So, the first question that you need to prepare for is tell me about yourself. Now, this is a very, very obvious question. In fact, so obvious that a lot of interviewees, although they know that this question might be asked, fail to prepare for it. And hence, they end up blabbering a lot of nonsense during this particular question. Please understand the importance of this question. This question sounds like a very simple question. However, a lot of times the interview is led from what you answer to this question. So you need to understand a couple of things over here. What you cannot answer or what you cannot speak during this answer to this question is your biography, your entire life story, or for that matter, any kind of achievements that you did but were far off from this point. Like, for example, a competition that you won in standard 8 or 9. What you can answer in this particular question is your academics, your background, your immediate background, the course that you ended or finished with, your any big achievements during that particular course, and what are your areas of interest. And when I say areas of interest, I'm not talking about your hobbies right now. I'm saying that you're going to be talking about your professional interests. So if you are a aspiring lawyer, you might want to say things like that, criminal law is something that interests me a lot, on something on those lines. The next question that you're going to be preparing for is tell us more about your internships. You need to understand this is a very, very meaty question. What do I mean by that? There is a lot of things that you can answer in this question and make a fantastic impact. How are you going to answer this question is that you're going to be talking about certain numbers. For example, the number of internships that you did. You are also going to be talking about certain key responsibilities in that particular internship or in general. Please ensure that you take a decent amount of time in this question, in answering this question. Like, tell me about yourself. Your answer should not exceed anything beyond 30 seconds to probably 40 seconds max. But this question, please take your sweet time to answer till the time the interviewer lets you answer. So start preparing for, let's say, a 2-minute answer, which is a long answer in terms of an interview, and start thinking about the things that you can talk about. In this particular answer, please highlight certain things that you did with respect to the job that you're sitting for. So, if in a certain internship you ended up doing, let's say, business development, and this job also requires business development as one of its key requirements, ensure that you highlight it over there in answering this question. I'm repeating that this is a very meaty question, and you have been given, and if you're asked this question, you have been given an enormous advantage and an opportunity to prove your candidature to the interviewer. So the third question is, why should we hire you? Well, this is another fantastic question that an interview can ask you. When I say fantastic, I mean it from your point of view. You get another opportunity not just to prove yourself to be a Superman, but the right Superman for this particular role. How are you going to answer this question is you're going to take the job description that has been given to you, and if it has not been given to you, whatever you have been able to gather as information, what this job will require, and the things that you have done in your internships, and if it is not your first job, then in your previous jobs, or for that matter in your general life also, like for example team leader or leadership qualities. If the job requires it, has been talking about it, and you have done certain things, please try and highlight on those points. Understand that this is a question where the interviewer is trying to provide you an opportunity to prove your candidature, which is over and above everybody else. So while a lot of people are, actually a majority of people are going to answer this question in a very generalized manner, you are getting the opportunity, now that you know this question and you're going to prepare for it beforehand, you are given this opportunity to prove your candidature, which is like a right fit for the particular job that you are sitting for. Okay. So the next question is, why us? This is a question which a recruiter asks in the terms of, why do you want to work for our organization? Understand that at this point, please don't go the generic way or an expected way, which almost a lot of interviewees end up doing, answering something like, you're the best organization, or you're the topmost organization in this particular industry, or your practices are good, or something as generic as that you've got a fantastic set of clients. I want you to stand apart from this particular herd of answers and interviewees and candidates that the interviewer will get. Okay, so how are you going to answer this question? You are going to do a good amount of research on the recruiter, the organization that is, and you're going to connect certain things which are not so obviously provided in the public domain. Something like, for example, you are going to say that in your last earnings call, so earnings call is the financials when a public limited company announces what has been their earning and what are they going to, or what are they expecting to earn in the next quarter. So in your last earnings call, you specifically mentioned about this new technology that your organization is going to launch in the next quarter. So I have been fascinated by this technology, and I've been working on this technology or parts of it for the past 3 years in my college life. And hence I thought that this is going to be a wonderful opportunity where you are also beginning and I'm also at the cusp of my this particular understanding or knowledge of this particular technology. And that's why I thought that this is going to be an amazing fit between this organization and my candidature. So on the lines of something like this, you're going to pick out something very very specific, connected to something that you already know or have experience in, and that's what you offer to the recruiter. So next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Now, this is a question which the recruiter asks you if they want to know how your thought process is. So you are going to answer this question in a manner which makes them feel confident that, one, you're going to be with them for the next 5 years, and second, of course, that you're very clear as with regard to your future goals and plans. So you are going to be talking about taking up, depending upon which organization or recruiter you're asking, interviewing for, taking a mid-level or top-level management position. So when I say depending upon which recruiter, so every organization has their own pace at which they promote people. So if in 5 years they're promoting people to only mid-level, you're going to restrict yourself to mid-level. But if in their organization there is a culture that high performers can even reach to the top of the organization within 5 years, please go ahead and answer that you see, envisage yourself sitting in the top management doing these leadership functions or roles. Whatever you answer to this question, your game plan should come out as something very very specific and very very clear to the recruiter. Do not jumble your answer, do not be in an ambiguous land. Be very very opinionated and clear in your answer to this question. The last one for this particular video is that, what do you consider to be your greatest weakness? Well, this is a trick question, and I teach it to a lot of my clients how to answer this question on a very, very subjective one to one basis. But for the benefit of this video, let me tell you what to do and what not to. So, this question is a very, very common question nowadays to be asked in an interview, which goes beyond 7 to 10 minutes. That is, the interview has gone beyond 7 to 10 minutes. This question almost is always asked by the interviewer in today's time. One, you cannot come across as someone who has no weaknesses, because then you are a god and you can't hire gods. Okay, so you are not going to come across as someone, or you're not going to blurt it out that you don't have any weaknesses. At the same time, You are not going to answer to this question with a weakness which is something to do with the job that you're offering or you're interviewing for. The trick is to pick up a weakness which is not a core competency to the job that you are recruiting, that you are interviewing for, and answer in the terms of, like, for example, you are interviewing to be a sales manager in an FMCG firm or a white goods company. At that time, you cannot talk about people skills as your weakness. You cannot talk about sales, or you cannot talk about target meeting. Those things cannot be your weaknesses. However, drafting skills could be one of your weaknesses that you're working for, because that is not pivotal to this role. That is not key to this role that you are interviewing for. So you're going to say that my drafting skills are not perfect. So you're not going to say that my drafting skills are weak. You're just going to say that my drafting skills are not perfect. However, I'm already working on them by doing one or two things you're going to mention. So, to sum up, to answer this question, you're not going to pick up a weakness which is core to the job that you're interviewing for. You're not going to say also things like that you don't have a weakness. But the answer to this question should be a non core weakness to the job, plus followed up by the fact that you are working on it already to improve upon it. And that's how you nail this particular question. So if you have liked the video that I've just shared with you, in the future also I'm going to be coming up with a lot of such interview related questions. So if you want to be watching those videos, I would request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you're notified of those videos as soon as I upload them on my channel. So thank you. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.